The Last Unicorn. It was a fine sunny day in the Furry Kingdoms. All was quiet and all the engines were working well, and no incidents had occurred. Dustrn was just taking a little stroll to pass the time.
Nothing like a nice quiet afternoon stroll.
He suddenly stopped when he heard arguing. He looked over to see Tech arguing with MacArthur.
It's a matter of opinion, MacArthur. How does that make me wrong?
Because it's a matter of you having the wrong opinion.
That's typical of you, MacArthur. Every time someone argues with you, you always act as if anyone who doesn't agree with you is wrong and inferior.
Well, you said it, not me.
Do I want to know what this is all about?
Oh, hey Dustrn. Glad you're here. We need another perspective.
Aye, a more reasonable one at that.
Oh my god, what are you two arguing about?
Well, this may sound odd, but we were discussing about unicorns.
Huh? Since when do you locomotives talk about magical creatures?
Well, we think they're very interesting. We think unicorns are amazing too.
But our discussion went into talking about which magical creatures were more powerful than the other, and Tech here is under the false impression that unicorns are the most powerful horses in the world.
Hey, don't call unicorns horses!
Well, they look like horses, only with horns on their...
Calling them horses is an insult to them. Haven't you watched the movie The Last Unicorn?
Well, no, but I do remember Billy telling me about it after Olivia told a story about meeting that same unicorn herself. But this is besides the point. Unicorns are not that powerful.
Yes, they are. They're immortal.
That wasn't the case in the first Harry Potter movie.
That doesn't count.
Alright, I get it! So you two are having a disagreement, but unicorns are powerful. I don't know why they're the most powerful creatures, but I have to agree, they are fascinating.
Indeed. So let's stop this arguing already, MacArthur.
You're the one who started it, and...
Suddenly, there was a train of trucks heading for MacArthur. The O1 gasped in horror.
Huh. Oh, heck!
MacArthur awaited for an impact, but to his surprise, it never came. He opened his eyes and saw the trucks had stopped just in front of him. Dustrn and Tech were just as baffled by this too.
Oh, what the crap just happened?
The trucks just stopped completely. But how?
I wonder.
Later that day, Dustrn was taking another stroll in the forest and was still thinking about the strange occurrence from earlier. He was trying to figure out what had caused the trucks to stop so suddenly before they could hit the engines. Just then, he heard a rustle.
Huh? What's that?
Very quietly, he peeked through the bushes, and what he saw shocked him.
It's an actual unicorn! This is such a rare sight. I gotta take a picture of this. I've got to be very quiet, though. I don't want to frighten the poor thing. What? Hey!
Oh, terribly sorry. I thought you were an armed hunter.
Well, not really. In fact, I'm far from it. Could you possibly put me back on my feet, please?
Please excuse my sudden reaction.
Well, that's perfectly alright, ma'am. But who are you, anyway?
I am called Amalthea.
Amalthea? As in the last unicorn?
The very same. And you are...
Oh, right. I'm Dustrn.
Pleasure.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Amalthea, but why are you here in England?
I'm here to remove some dangerous spirits.
Dangerous spirits?
Yes. I believe these spirits are related to something that happened on this railway. But I do not know what it is or who these spirits are. I figured they would cause trouble when I saw some trucks get bumped by thin air. And that's when I used my magic to stop them from crashing into those two engines earlier.
So it was you who prevented that accident. I thought I noticed some sparkles on those wagons.
That is correct. Are you familiar with this railway?
Yes, in fact I am. I'm friends with its manager, Daniel Wells.
Then do you have any idea of who these dangerous spirits could be?
Well, I haven't got a clue. If you like, I can help you in your case.
You can come and help me if you'd like. So you're not afraid of ghosts?
Well, sometimes we have to be brave enough to face the scariest things in life.
You are a brave person, just like Olivia.
Oh, I know her as well. She's another friend of Daniel and I. I remember from one of Daniel's videos that you are her mentor.
You could say that.
Say, Amalthea, when did you come to wanting to help others? I mean, I'm not judging you or anything. I'm just curious.
Because after I defeated the Red Bull and saved my fellow unicorns, I chose to help others, no matter their differences. I saw the good in others, and I experienced love and regret. But no sorrow will live in me as long as I feel the joy of unicorns back in the world again. Most of my kind treat all life as equals, and I feel it's only fair that I do the same.
Okay, but how do you know these spirits are dangerous?
Because my magic can sense something evil in them. The fact that they try to hurt two engines with those trucks was a sign that I was right.
Have you told Daniel about it?
I have. He agreed to let me figure out what's going on and to see if I can stop it.
This seemed interesting to Dustrn, and he stuck with Amalthea, agreeing to help. Little did they know, they were just about to find out who the evil spirits were when...
Goodness, what was that?
It's Princess Marie Louise! Something must have scared her.
And he was right. The two arrived and saw Marie crying in fear. Thomas was trying to comfort her.
It's all right, Marie. They're gone now. I won't let them keep treating you like this. I promise I'll find a way to make it stop.
Thomas! What happened?
Oh, Dustrn, some spirits have been taunting Marie for about a week. Marie says they're trying to make her lose her sanity.
I'm betting these spirits are the dangerous ghosts that I have come to stop.
Me too. Marie, who are the spirits that recently tormented you?
I can't tell you. They said they'll hurt me very badly if I told anyone about them. Princess Marie Louise, these spirits are causing trouble for the railway, and I will not allow them to treat you like this. You have to tell us.
Princess Marie Louise was scared, but she could see that Amalthea wanted to help. Taking a deep breath, she finally spoke up.
It was the evil trucks.
What? But I thought Daniel sent them away to be scrapped after they went too far.
He did, but their ghosts keep haunting me. That near incident with Tig and MacArthur, it was meant for me.
Of course! The evil trucks of spirits were trying to get back at Marie.
But why would they want to torment her like this?
I venture to guess that they're doing this because they blame Marie for their demise. And even in death, they still think they had no fault in what they did.
They're haunting me to try and destroy my sanity. They claim that I'm the only one to blame for the deaths of those people, and they blame me for their demise.
They're doing this because they blame you for what happened to them? That is completely unacceptable and diabolical.
I agree. Marie, what happened that day was not your fault at all. Those evil trucks were the only ones to blame.
I know, but they think otherwise, and they won't leave me alone. They say they're going to keep this up until I go mad, and they'll have their justice. Don't worry, Mary. I'm going to make sure that they never get that chance by confronting them tonight.
I'm coming with you.
So am I. Marie, I promise you, we will end the evil trucks haunting tonight.
No! Don't do it! It'll only make the haunting worse. Well, we're not going to let it get worse. And that's a promise.
Princess Marie Louise was scared, but she couldn't stop them from doing it. That night, Thomas took Dustrn and Amalthea to a deserted part of the railway.
Okay, everything looks clear. So I think this should be a perfect spot to confront them.
Sounds good to me, Thomas.
And to me. Though I have to ask, Thomas, why were these trucks so evil when they were alive?
I suppose you have a right to know, Amalthea. They were evil because they claimed that causing dangerous accidents was fun. They thought causing violence was the best fun ever. But they did everything they could to injure or kill someone. And they always blamed the engines on the accidents. But Daniel always knew better. In their accidents, they mostly left people with injuries that they eventually recovered from. They never succeeded in killing anyone. That is until their last evil stunt they caused with Marie. Those two trucks claimed that Marie was the murderer and not them. But Daniel knew that they were the ones in the wrong, and he reassured Marie that she was not to blame at all. As for the evil trucks, they were both sent away for scrap as their punishment.
Indeed. Now, Amalthea, we know it sounds cruel that they were sent for scrap as a punishment, but,
I understand. After hearing what Thomas just said, those two denied their deaths long ago. It was the consequence that came from the action, and they denied that they deserved that fate.
Cinders and ashes! It really is you two!
No, leave Mary alone. She had nothing to do with what happened to those people, or both of you. You brought all of this upon yourselves.
you two claim Marie was the villain when you two were the ones who were in the wrong and you deny you were at fault? You two really are delusional.
Indeed. And even the troublesome trucks knew what you two did was wrong. That's why Daniel chose to give you both what you deserved. Well, if you two had listened to Daniel and changed your ways, then maybe he would have let you remain alive. But no, you two chose to go on your same old way and cause Marie to have an accident in your failed attempt to murder Louise.
leave Thomas alone. He's got friends and family both here and on Sodor.
No, I won't let you!
Amalthea then created a special field with her horn, stopping the charging spirits. The evil trucks were taken aback by this, but they kept on trying to charge right through, but to no avail. Thomas and Dustrn stared in amazement.
Look, Dustrn! She's blocking them!
She's fighting back!
I am not a horse. I am Amalthea, and I was known as the last unicorn.
In one bright flash, Amalthea used her magic to blast the spirits of the evil trucks away, turning them into dust. Once the bright light died down, Amalthea was breathing heavily, tired, but triumphant.
Amalthea! That was incredible!
Too right. You must be the bravest unicorn we've ever met.
Why, thank you. And you will be pleased to hear that those two brutes will never bother you again.
Well, that's good. But where did you send them?
I guess you could say that I forced them to finally cross over, even if it was against their will.
Well, against their will or not, it was what was best for them.
Okay, now I'm curious. How do you unicorns manage so much magic through that horn in your heads?
Why, it's simple. We just control the magic with our thoughts, and I don't have a clue.
The next day, the three told Princess Marie Louise what happened. She was very grateful to them, especially to Amalthea.
Thank you so much, Amalthea. It was nothing. You should also thank the boys for being so brave against them.
Especially Thomas.
What will you do now, Amalthea?
I must go into hiding for now. You know how some hunters feel about catching unicorns, to possibly sell them, or even keep them in cages.
Well, no argument there.
Will we see you again, Amalthea? Oh, I expect so. And Dustrn?
Yes?
Say hello to Olivia for me.
I will, Amalthea.
So long!
When the last moon is cast over the last star of morning, and the future has passed without even a last desperate warning, then look into the sky where through the clouds a path is torn. Look and see her, how she sparkles. It's the last